Oh, yes.
Good morning, my beautiful business owners. How are you this beautiful, and I'm going to say it is a beautiful sunny morning here in Adelaide. Welcome to our Business Member Spotlight interview, which we hold every single Thursday, where we interview an amazing member in this group and learn all about them, what they do and their business, and how potentially also that they might be able to help you either in your business and or your life in general. So today I would love to introduce you to the beautiful Lee Flanagan, who I have just met for the first time, and
Hi.
a little bit of a chat. Welcome, Lee. How are you going?
I'm really good, thanks, Ali. I'm really excited about today because I feel like I've got some information to share that people may not be aware of.
Love
so
it.
Hopefully people might, well, I mean, they don't have to buy it as real and true, it's their choice, but it's a possibility they might want to look at.
This is what I love. New information. We can all learn new things, can't we? And I've actually got no doubt, in even the few minutes that we've just been talking prior to coming on for this interview, I've got no doubt that you're going to have a bunch of, great information, and as you say, possibly new. So let's get straight into it. So Lee, tell us exactly what it is that you do and how you got into doing that in your business.
Okay, so what I do is I coach people, mainly women, but sometimes men. I love to do one-on-one, I'm never going to give that baby up, but I also do group ones as well, because I am a psychic medium. I have all the clairs, all the clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, all of that stuff. And so I get all the downloads and all the information for the people who are either listening live or watch it in the future, and information will just come into me. I'm a bit like a messenger. I am. My tag is at Mystic Messenger is my my business name, I guess. But I do run courses, so I have in those courses, it's even though I have a bit of a structure to follow, everybody's individual, everybody's different, and even though there might be a common theme around why they're attending, obviously they all have different things that perhaps I'm very guided by spirit. So that information that may just need to plant that seed over here, and this one for this one. So I basically channel is what I do, and so that it targets exactly the energy, because a business is an energy, it's its own entity, and we can communicate with it. So that's sort of what I wanted to talk about today.
Beautiful. And so just before we get into what you wanted to talk about, because the topic we're going to discuss today is communicating and co-creating in business, which I'm really looking forward to getting into. But how did you get into doing what you're doing? Did it just did it evolve? Did it just come to you one day? How did you get into this incredible?
I think I called it in. I really do. I've had a lot of healing work over the years, and I went to a lady many years ago in Buderim, actually, North Buderim, and she always talked with her guides about what this person, I guess in a way similar to what I do, but she's very hands-on. I used to be, but now I just do it this way. And she got the download that it was the clairvoyant skills and the clairaudience. She said, this is it. And she said, but this is like, with this comes great responsibility. So before I do this, I need to know, are you up for it? And will you use this for the betterment of everyone you come in contact to? Are you willing to hold this responsibility? And I said yes. And it didn't happen overnight. I've always, since I was about 21, I always was intrigued about, I was a very big Louise Hay fan. Everything has a metaphysical meaning kind of thing, very in tune with that. And I got my first set of tarot cards when I was like 22 or something, and I used to get them out when my hubby went to work, and then I'd hide them away. So it's taken a long time to shout it out there that, hey, this is me, this is everything I do. But it's built over the years, and the more that I've trusted my guidance and just said, whatever comes through without going into doubt. My ego just doesn't get a play in that anymore. That's where the magic comes. Yeah. Beautiful. So it's been a light. Didn't just turn the light on one day. I didn't have one of those. Oh yeah, I have had a near death experience, but it didn't come from that. You know, some people just boom, they wake up and they're this totally different person. Mine has been a very gradual process, and allowing that energy to really come in. Yeah.
And I think that's probably what makes it extra special for you, isn't it? Is that it has been a bit of a process.
Yeah, it has. I think as a person, I had to grow along with it. You know, I had to evolve into it, basically. There's a lot of old, you know, trauma and stuff like that I had to purge and move through in order to open up my senses even more. So yeah.
And I think that happens to a lot. I mean, I know that's happened to me in business, and what I see is in pretty much the majority of these conversations that I have with business owners is it's the same. You know, we do evolve. We evolve with our business, and our business evolves with us. And also our clients evolve with us as well. Do you find that?
Thankfully, yes. You know, I have the clients that I have at the moment are truly my soul tribe. I used to wonder how do you attract your soul tribe? Well, you just be you, and you're like a magnet. I'm like, yeah, the mind doesn't comprehend that at all, but it really is. The more that you be authentically you, people they find you. People go, I say, oh, how do you find me? Oh, I found you on Google. I'm like, well, good, congratulations, because I can't even find me on Google.
Well, there you go. That's
so funny.
Compliment.
Yeah.
Awesome, Lee. So I know that you wanted to speak specifically on the topic of, as I said, communicating and co-creating in business. So do you have anything specific that you would like to share with us on that topic? I'm kind of just going to open it up to you.
I'm going to talk to the audience as though they just think it's a thing, but I want people to obviously embrace the possibility that it is its own living, breathing, maybe not breathing, energetically breathing entity. It's its own. It could almost think of it as a person. It's its own individual person. So it has a way it shows up. So when people, this is something that's going to help someone. People who are starting off new businesses or wanting to start fresh, and all the ideas come in, and they can really feel it, and they really get into it, and then all of a sudden it disappears, and they go, where's, like, it's gone, I feel like, where's all that enthusiasm, where's that business gone? That is when it's birthed itself. So it hasn't gone away. It's like a mother carrying a baby. The baby's no longer in the womb, right? It's birthed itself. So that's a very important thing to know when people are starting off with new businesses, where they, you know, it's all in the nitty gritty, and then all of a sudden it feels like the energy of it's just gone. Like, I don't even know if I want to do it anymore. Like, I don't know. That's when we start to go, okay, show me. So if I get people to run along with this and play a little game, if you have a business right now, or if you have even an idea of a business, if you can create a big energetic bubble in front of you, pop that business or that business idea in that bubble, and then within that bubble, just really expand the energy of that out, like really, really massively. I'm talking fill up your whole room, your whole house, and like really take it out massively, because it's all energy. So we're just really stretching all of that out, and now pull energy from all around the universe, up, down, back, front, pull energy from everywhere, from the trees, from your office, from the air, from the sky. Like, we're all connected, everything is connected, right? So just imagine pulling massive amounts of energetic energy into that business, really fill it up, and then they can send trickles of energy out to anyone and everyone who is interested in their business, that can help them in their business, that can guide them, like send that trickle out, and then pull that energy back into the business. And you can do that every morning to help grow your audience as well, and really like magnetically draw people into your business. But now that they're looking at their business, I want them to have a look at, what does it look like? You know, if you were to picture it as a child, what does it look like? Is it vibrant? Is it healthy? Is it happy? Or is it this shriveled up little old man in the corner going, oh God, I feel like I'm going to die any minute? Like, really perceive the energy of what that business feels like.
Powerful visualizations there.
Yeah.
Powerful, very
And,
powerful.
you know, I'll just say one more thing. Well, I'm probably going to divert a bit, but you can do that with your relationships as well. Exactly the same process to get, and that just helps you get in tune with, what is it actually looking like energetically? What does my business look like right now? What does my relationship look like? And if you pictured it as a child or a human, what does it look like? And it will, at times, it's gonna, you know, it could look like this swamp, you know, like you just never know. Like,
we've just had a comment come through from Ashley that says her business looks like a bright, messy toddler, which is hilarious because I know Ashley. She's one of my clients, and she has toddlers, and B, that visual that you were just giving us about, you know, expanding. She actually does balloons. So that was perfect. That just made me laugh.
Balloon business. Yeah. And, you know, it might be messy, but I want to ask Ashley, is it messy or is it just chaotic? Because toddlers are a bit chaotic, right? Like, yeah, sure, it can be messy. And I get the feeling she herself might be a bit ADHD, but I could be wrong. But so we'll have little nests everywhere. But as long as you know what's in those nests, like, it's all good.
Yeah.
So maybe take the judgment off it being messy. But there's something about, there's a happiness there. Like, it feels, it's a happy chaos. I don't know.
I don't know. You let us know, Ashley. I think, yes, that might be a very accurate representation, but I'm not you. So you let us. Organized chaos, she said. There you go.
Yeah,
like
totally organized chaos. And that's what it is, right? It doesn't, you don't have to have this neat desk with this perfect backdrop and all the rest of it. No, you just need to know where your stuff is. You know, so that you can go to at any moment, and it's organized chaos. And really, if we can work from that space without going into the right or wrongness of it, it just frees up our creativity. We stay in flow, you know, it just all somehow madly it happens. And that's beauty. There's beauty in that. So so maybe for Ashley, is there a question that she wants to ask her business? Like, if we were to tap into her business and ask it, what does it want to do? Who does it want to target? How much money does it want to make? Or how much money does it need to feel happy? Like, there's a whole bunch of questions you can throw at that, at any business. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and you have said it a couple of times. You know, you've said, you know, a business has, you know, you can give it a personality, or it's like a living, breathing thing. I actually call my business is my third baby.
Yeah.
I birthed it.
Yeah.
I birthed my business from nothing. You know.
Yeah.
And so it is one of, I'm going to say it's the pride and joy, but it's one of my pride and joys. And so it gives me great importance. And I think that's what, you know, and I don't want to just focus just on Ashley, because we've got a lot of other people watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people feel about their business.
Yeah. So we could give them a bit of a, you know, always when they're going to go, and they can do this as a morning meditation, you know, or something when they've got time to actually do it. It's kind of a meditation, but not really. But you just sit in the energy and you know, expand yourself out, expand the business out, and like, you know, have some questions that you might want to ask it, like, you know, even things like where do you want to show up? What platform do you want to be on? You know, if it's a vibrant, happy business, and if it's working with children, it might want to be on Snapchat, or, you know, something that's kind of TikTok, or something that's, it doesn't want to be on Facebook. That's for us oldies, you know, like, so ask the business, like, get to know the breathing energy of the life force of the business, and what direction it would like to go in, because we can quite often really clamp it down and go, no, I've decided I want to do this. Well, you've got to stay in free flow, because otherwise you'll notice, oh, well, all of a sudden there's a lockdown on money coming in, and, you know, or people just are leaving. Like, you've got to stop and look at, okay, what's going on in my business? Okay, business, why is this occurring right now? Like, show me, am I blocking it in some way? Is there another direction we can go in? And really ask those open-ended questions. But we can't really ask it from a headspace. We have to kind of go deep, take 10 steps down from here to here, and ask from that soul, heart-led space, which I get as women in this group. This is why we're in business, because we want to serve from that level no matter what we're doing.
And that's really interesting that you say that. You say, you know, where is it leading you? You know, what's it telling you? And go deep. And let me tell you from personal experience, this is something that I've actually done very recently and pivoted very slightly. So I haven't pivoted a lot, but I've just made a slight redirection, if you like, but not even, slight addition, in that, you know, I kind of went deep and was, I realized that I was holding myself back because I was only working with women.
Yes.
It was a time for me to do that. And the reason was because I still needed to do some inner healing. And so now that little, and it was like something in my heart was just telling me for quite a while, actually, it's time, Ali, it's time. But I was holding myself back, you know, and I kind of, it was like a push-pull kind of feeling. And now that kind of I've just pivoted and I've opened the group up. So you, if you haven't noticed, everyone, the group is now called Confident and Successful Business Owners. So we've opened it up to, you know, all genders. And that was me having a little bit of a epiphany, if you like, because I went deep into myself. And I think that is a very important thing, that we often need to go back and into ourselves as the business owner and as a person to see what might be, you know, like you say, the direction that we're meant to take, what the business wants us to take, and how we're holding ourselves back. So powerful stuff.
100%. And you know why? Because the mind can only give you examples from past experience. It can't give you any possibilities of future that you haven't witnessed yet. You know, so do you see how limiting it is just functioning from the mind? Like, it's we've got to let the intuition come in. We've got to let the spiritual guidance come in, because that's where the possibilities lay. If we're only going to go from our mindset of, well, we've been doing this for 5 years and it's worked great, so we've got to stay up with the times, you know.
Exactly.
I had a friend, well, I still have a friend, but I don't see him much anymore. I think he's avo farming somewhere now. He's very much a businessman, always has been. And at one point he was looking at purchasing a business, and he had 5 businesses possibilities, and he goes, Ali, can you come and just like tune in and let me know which one you think might be a good thing. So anyway, he'd printed off all of the different businesses and plonked, and I said, no, I said, turn them over, face down, like 5 of them, like on the thing. And I just kind of went, right, that one, no, because it's all based on goodwill, and once he goes, the business isn't going to be there. That one, bad businessmanship, and yet there's a really good system within that one. So the system alone, it might be worth buying. That one has like a really good clientele, but the service is crap, and something else and something else. And he goes, you know what? You're right. And so he ended up buying 2 businesses. He bought the one with the good system, and he bought the one with the great clientele, and he merged the 2.
Oh, perfect.
And made a mint. Oh, and I didn't even charge him for my service because he's a mate. But I don't care. Like, you know,
you should get him to give you affiliate or referral fees from now on.
Well, he always calls me if there's someone needs something. Lee, do you know someone in this area that can help this person? Blah blah blah. But yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of online, and all energy work can be done over the ethers. You know, like I've done psychic surgery on people over the ethers. Like everything is connected. There is no separation barrier, and I think that's what people have got to start to really acknowledge, I guess. Yeah.
Psychic surgery. Explain that. That's what is
oh God, that's
surgery?
another whole other topic. Okay, well, I'll tell you a story about psychic surgery. I had a girl who came to me. It was a friend of my daughter's, and my daughter does nails, and she would always go, you know how people just talk as they do. You need to talk to my mum. Like, that's you need to talk to my mum. Anyway, she came and saw me, and she was wanting to fall pregnant, and she'd been to a doctor and a surgeon, and she had twisted fallopian tubes, and they said, look, you're going to have surgery to untwist those and probably have to have IVF in order to actually fall pregnant. Oh, no, okay, interesting. And so, and then there was something with her partner that, and, like they were kind of teaching, I want to, but I don't want to. Like, she was a bit of a party girl. Someone said, you either want this or you don't. Yeah, I want it. So I had to get her to let go of some points of view about being the party girl and all that. But then I just tuned into her. My hands just start doing this. So my hands, like, right, I'm just tuning into your body now, and obviously, okay, we're sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing, but untwisting, and kind of left it at that. And she felt really good at the end, and I heard nothing more. And then 13 weeks later, my daughter calls me, mum, and says, Mum, guess what? So and so's just announced she's 13 weeks pregnant. She said, and I've worked that backwards, and she fell pregnant the week after she come to see you. So,
yay.
So no surgery psychic surgery, but no doctor's surgery, no IVF. She fell pregnant naturally. And like, I mean, it's pretty out there for a lot of people. I get it. But if we're all connected and everything's a possibility, then you got to start to think, oh, I'm way more than just this body. What are my capacities really? And even let your business show you what you're capable of, because businesses, they come into us, right? And they'll land in our space. And if we don't act on them and birth them, like you said, they will go on to someone else. And if you sit there and do nothing, then you go, oh shit, she stole my idea. No, she didn't. You didn't act on it. So the business went, see ya, I want to be birthed, so I'm going somewhere else. And
yeah, I totally agree. It's very similar with clients too. If you don't birth your business, if you don't put yourself out there in front of people who can potentially be your clients, they will go somewhere else. And so it is, it's important to, and again, this is a whole other topic that we could talk on, but we don't have time. Put yourself out there. Now, you mentioned at the start of this interview that so you do one-on-one work.
I do. Yeah, I can, I understand people want a taster, and I feel that's important, that no, not everybody's for everybody. But if they feel this pull, we can have a 15, well, it's never 15 minutes. I say a 15-minute free chat, but it's never that long. It's, because I like to talk and, we get talking. But a free initial chat to go, okay, what's going on? What do you think the blocks are? What are your goals? And really just go, okay, yeah, I can, I think I can help you with that. Yeah. And I guess if the course around that is a 12-week course called Coach to Consciousness, and we can, we're really just talking about up-leveling our, not just our mindset, but our whole energetic body. Because if our business wants to go global, and we're like introverts, oh, I don't want to be seen, because our central nervous system can't handle it, goes into freak out, shut down, let's sabotage.
Yeah.
So it's about working with the body to really, even as I'm doing it, I'm talking, right? It's working all that system out and calming it down and just like breathing it and just baby steps, but it's like calm. So yeah, that feels nice right now. I don't know who that's for, but
oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so that is what offers. So Coach to Consciousness, it's 12 weeks. It's like a 1 hour call, roughly 1 hour call every week to really touch base with, okay, what's going on. So we do a plan, obviously, initially where we want to be, but in that point, I can talk to people. It's always about us, right? It always comes back to us. We're directing this whole show, but also to help them be able to integrate new ways of being, and their bodies integrating as well, But then I'm always on, you know, people can shoot me. I always say, look, I'm available. I will touch base with you with a quick voice message or whatever through the week. But if the shit hits the fan or you just get really stuck around something, just flick me a quick voice message and go, hey, can you help me here? Of course I can. Even if I'm you know, if I'm on the run or whatever, I can flick that back to you as soon as possible. Or quite usually, I'm doing some energetic upgrade. You know, are you sitting somewhere safe right now? Like I don't want to do it if they're driving or in the middle of work or something. Yes. But okay, later on tonight, I'm going to do some energy work on you to shift this. So between this time and this time, I want you to just be sitting or laying or whatever, and then keep going. So I'm kind of, in a way, I'm on call, you know, like I'm not going to accept someone who's just, well, I don't even need to say it because we wouldn't be a match anyway. You know, someone who abuses your time just wouldn't be a match. It'd be like, yeah, no, see you later. So, but I want people to know that I think it's important, and you'd agree, that people need to feel supported. Like it's one thing to throw your money at something and go, yep, here you go, fix that for me. We have to, you know, the person has to fully be in ownership of that and responsible for their own growth and be willing to move forward. But we're right there, like energetically supporting them through it, supporting their nervous system through it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we need, right? It's one thing to go through a manual and go the how-tos. That's all mind stuff. We need to get into the body, because our bodies won't engage and won't take action if the nervous system is in lockdown.
Well, you have said it, you know, body, mind and spirit, they all work as a whole. And, you know, they just do. And I don't think that I think it's getting, you even mentioned it before, a lot of people, you know, they might think this is woo-woo, however, there are more and more people coming into this space now, seeing how important it is, because you don't just go into business, you know, to do all the practical stuff, right? Some of us, like I did, originally think that's all you need to do. But you don't. You need to understand your spiritual side and be connected with it. And, you know, your mental health comes into it as well. And once the mindset, and once you have that, then you can go out and do all the stuff that you need to do. So it really does work as a whole. So Lee, I could talk, you know, and I say this to all my interviewees, but I could talk on this forever.
Yeah.
Because I love I'm a bit the same. Personally, I love the woo-woo stuff. I get right into it.
Well, that kind of is all of me now. It's like that's me 100% of the time. I'm not much for small talk.
Love it.
You know, like let's just get deep and what can we discover together? Like I did pull a couple of cards. I don't know why, but I did pull 2 cards for this call today, and one is compassion.
Yep. Nice.
Closer, and one is clarity.
Lovely.
So there you go. I think we got it there with that. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Yeah. So that's a good thing. It's like, okay, what wants to be addressed there? So having compassion for ourselves as we shift and change, and getting out of the way of here, get out of the way so that we can actually get our true clarity.
That's that. Yeah. I wonder if you feel that that's for you. If you're open, let us know in the chat. We've had again, we've had a lot of comments. I would really love you to go back and check out the comments coming through.
Yeah, I'll happily address them too. You know, like because I know I believe in you sharing for one. There could be 10 other people that get something from that share. You know, so I'm all about giving. Probably a little bit of an overgiver, but can you know, like I don't burn myself out.
That's not a bad thing.
Well, I don't go to the point of I give myself nothing and I'm not a people pleaser, you know. But there's so much that wants to come through me. It's almost like can be a verbal, you know, sometimes because it's just so thick and fast.
Yeah.
But I try and address it. Yeah.
We've already had some people say that, yep, that's for you. So Denise says that's for me. I need clarity. So there you go.
Yeah.
If Denise, and I truly feel that a lot of people have got a lot of information and got a lot of downloads from today, but if this is specifically for you, Denise, fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lee, just finally, if you can let us know if people would like to book in for that 15-minute session with you, or find out more about how they can work with you, how can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so if they're on Facebook, just type in @Mystic Messenger. There is a Japanese game or something that used to be called Mystic Messenger. I think that shows up, but I think now I'm at the top because it's been dead for a while. So yeah, you'll know, it'll come straight through to, there'll be a picture of me, so you know it's @Mystic Messenger, all one word. My Instagram is mysticmessenger.lee. Or you can just pick up the phone and message me on 0424189185.
Beautiful.
Old school.
My incredible VA has just put your Facebook link in there.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
If you'd like to put some more details in the comments, feel free to do that. Lee, it has been an incredible discussion. I've loved every minute of it, and the amount of comments that we have had come through says that I'm not the only one. So yeah, I would love you to go back and just follow up, check out what people have said. Thank you so much for coming and having a chat to us today. It's been great. I
know, I loved every moment of it. Thank you for having me, and thank you everyone out there that's taking an interest. Yes, I'm a double D, definitely different.
Definitely different. Oh, I like that. Oh yes, that's what.
That's not. I'm pinching someone's quote there, but yeah.
But I like it.
Oh yeah, you take what resonates and use your own spin, I reckon.
Absolutely. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. We'll both go and check out all these comments, and if you're watching the replay, make sure you pop #replay. And if you have a question for Lee, be sure to tag her in that question so that she might be able to come back and answer that as well. We will see you again next week for another Member Spotlight interview next Thursday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.